So hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how to customize symbology and labels in ArcGIS Online web map tutorial. So now let's get started. So in this video I'm going to show you some of the options you have for modifying the symbology. So using the symbology option in your web map, you can modify your map layer style. So now let me navigate to my layer sections here. So in the layer sections we have two different layers. So one is the USA current wildfires and the second layer is our USA counties layer. So we're going to specifically focus on our US county layer, that is the USA given here. So I'm gonna hide this particular layer here. So we have a variety of options to we can remove this layer or we can hide this layer by clicking this eye icon here. So we're gonna click this icon here. So you can able to see the USA current wildfire layers is hidden. So the next step, I'm going to select this particular layer called USA. So once you select here, so it's automatically highlighted in this blue color. You can able to see at this edge here. So it appears in blue in color, which means that currently this layer has still selected. And on the right hand side, you can able to see different options has popped up here. So this particular option is properties here, which gives us a symbology and appearance. And in appearance, we have this set of different options. That is, for example, blending and transparency, visibility, editing, and refresh intervals, feature display order. So now we're going to select the second option here, for example, styles. So in the styles option here, first we have this option called choose an attribute. And the second, we have this second option called pick a style. So choose an attribute above for more styles. So it is of location, single symbols. So before proceeding towards the styles, so let me navigate to this option called base map here. So let me select a suitable base map of my choice here. For example, we have a variety of different base maps that is available, starting with imagery and imagery with label, streets, topography, dark gray canvas, light gray canvas, and National Geographic, terrains with labels, and open street and oceans. So I prefer more with imagery with labels here. So we're gonna select this particular one. So once I've selected my base map, so we're gonna close this. So first we're gonna select this particular option called pick a style, choose an attribute above for more styles. So we're going to select style options. So once you selected that, we have a different set of options here: the location, single symbols, the symbol style, and transparency by attributes. So let me click the arrow here, and I'm going to select this particular one here. And now the window appears symbol style. So starting with, we have a current symbol. So we can select the outline width. So you can change your outline width according to your choice here. For example, you have to select a suitable outline width here. For example, you can able to see from this image here. And before, let me change the color of this particular outline. For example, I'm going to select a white color to it. And some more, it's kind of smudgy. So we're going to select done, and I'm going to reduce the outline width here to back to 1. Now let me zoom in here. I think it's now visible, it's more clear, although you can able to see all the counties in the United States. And here we have another set of options here. For example, let me zoom in here. So for example, I'm going to click this particular option, particular color, and you can select the different colors here. So to your outline here, so similarly you can select a different set of colors. And similarly, if you need a no color, you can select this no color option, and it disappears. So we're going to select this color back, and I'm going to select white color to it, and I'm going to click done. And also you can adjust the transparency of this particular the outline width here, for example. So I have increased the transparency up to 32%. So you can able to see the change in the counties, the outline of the counties here. So you can able to see the difference. So I'm going to place it back to this particular normal value. And similarly, you can adjust the width here. So we're going to adjust the width. Now you can able to see the changes here, and similarly I'm going to make it back to 1. And next is we have a solid fill. So I'm going to click this arrow here. So in the solid fill, it is currently selected as no color. So for example, if you want to select to this color, this particular color, I'm going to click this option. So now you can able to see the difference here, and similarly I'm going to click this particular color. So this color is clearly indicated as /FA F2 F2, which is the color which symbology code which represents this particular color. So you can able to see that. And in case if you want to select a different colors to it, I'm going to select this, and you can select any color of your choice here. For example, I'm going to select some somewhat greenish color and place it somewhere here, and I'm going to click done, and you can able to see the color has changed. And similarly you can set the transparency of this particular the solid fill. So now you can able to see that I've changed the color of this particular solid fill. So you can change the color of this both the outline width as well as the solid fill. So once you selected your desired outline width and color as well as the solid fill, so you can click this option called done here. So before that, let me check this out, this particular option. So this is transparency by attribute. So set the transparency based on the attribute value. So let me select this particular one here. So now I can set your transparency according to your attribute value. For example, you can select any attribute of your choice here. So let me zoom out here, and let me make some changes to it. So we can set the transparency based on the attribute value. So for example, we have selected A land here, and in that let me select this particular one, A water. So now here you can able to see here. So based on this particular attribute value, we have selected this particular field and divided by this particular field called A water. So once you did that, only a part of this gets that is the selected fields got transparency. That is the selected field got made a transparent. And this particular option is kind of useful when we need to set a transparency based on the attribute value. So for example, we have selected this particular field called A land, and we divided it by this particular field called A water. So all the fields with the high values are indicated in the 0 transparency level, and all the fields with the low values are indicated in the 70% transparent value. So all the highlighted the counties here, which indicates the high value, and all the non-highlighted counties which shows a transparency value of around 70%. So you can set the transparency based on the field here, and also we have another set of option here. For example, you can use the expressions. So based on the expressions, you can set the specific attribute of your choice to set a suitable transparency level for that specific attribute type. For example, you can enter your desired Python expression to set those attribute value to with a suitable transparent value. So this particular option is useful to set the transparency of your to set your transparency level based on the specific attribute of your choice. So I can use this option. So this in this way you can enter your Python expressions to do that. So I'm going to cancel this, and also to include this particular in the legend, you can click this option. So you can turn this on to show it in your legend here, so you can able to see. So I'm going to cancel this, and let me select some color to it. So once you selected a suitable color of your choice, make sure that you click this option called done. So once you click your option called done, next we can explore other set of tools here. For example, we have different options here. So next we're going to focus on this particular one called effects. So for example, here we have we're going to select this particular effect called a drop shadow. So make the object look like they are like floating. So we're going to select this particular option, and you can kind of make the object look like they are floating. So for example, I can increase the width here. I'm going to increase the width up to 6, and here you can able to see the drop shadow effect more clearly. So for example, I'm going to reduce it. You can able to see the difference, and similarly I'm going to increase the width here. So once you set your drop shadow, I'm going to close this. And also we have another effect option here, that is bloom. So I'm going to add this add a colored neon like glow. So I'm going to turn this on. So now you can able to see the difference here. So you can adjust strength of this bloom effect. So for example, so you can able to see the difference here. And some more is okay, and you can also set the radius is bloom. So now you can able to see these options, which is kind of very useful to make a beautiful maps. So you can able to see the difference. And also we can increase the radius, and you can adjust the strength accordingly. I think it's somewhat it's okay. So you can also adjust the threshold of this particular one. And we have a different set of options here. For example, blur and brightness and contrast, grayscale. And we have different options. We have saturate. So let me increase the saturation here. So you can able to see I have increasing the saturation here. And let me reduce the saturation. So we're going to close the saturation option. So you can go through the different options that is available here. And similarly, we have another option called feature specific. And I'm going to select this particular one called drop shadow plus gray. And here, once you selected those options here, so it's going to show drop shadow plus gray, and add one or more expressions to emphasize a certain feature. So features not matching the query will be de-emphasized. To add the query, we're going to mention add. We're going to click this option called add a new. So for example, we have selected this particular field called state FP. So we have this different field that is available. In that, we are specifically selecting this particular field called state FP. And in that, we're going to mention this particular expression called is. And based on that, we're going to select this particular number called 48. So once you select 48, it's highlighting this particular set of counties here. And for example, similarly, I'm going to set a different number, that is 13. So it's going to highlight this particular county here. You can able to see that. And similarly, I'm going to select this particular one called 51. So it gets highlighted here. So likewise, you can select a different counties. And similarly, I'm going to select a different set of field called, let me select this particular field called name. And they're going to select the condition to be is. And I'm going to select a suitable, so for example, I'm going to search by this particular county called El Dorado. So you can able to see I've typed in the search button, so it appears. So I'm going to click select this particular one. So so you can able to see here the county is got highlighted here. So let me zoom in here. So this is El Dorado County. So it is got highlighted here. And this is the following set of options that you can use it in the drop shadow plus gray. And let me close that. So we have this different options that is available. So starting with the strong drop shadow, and drop shadow plus transparency, and drop shadow plus blur. And for example, let me select this particular one. So selected this particular one. So it is kind of blurred every county except the our selected county called El Dorado. So you can able to see that here more clearly. So only the El Dorado is good highlighted here. So that is the option of for this drop shadow plus blur. So let me navigate to the top section. I'm gonna get back to the whole layer. So you can go through the different other options that is available. So we can check this out, and I'm gonna click this as a whole layer. And let me zoom out here. And the next thing, I want to show you some more options in the property section here. I want to show you. So in the property section, you can able to see we have this option called appearance, and in that we have this set of options called blending, and we have this set of different options here. So you can select, for example, I'm going to select light color, lighten, screen, color dodge, and plus. These are the different options. And next is the darken and color burn, multiply. So color burn is kind of cool here, which shows us this elevated areas, which is kind of nice. And next is a multiply, you can able to see, and overlay, and hard light, soft light, vivid light, and there's so many options that are available from the Symbology in Arc Online. So we're going to select saturation, luminosity, and we have different options here, so you can go through this set of options. So we're going to set back to a normal, and so we're going to close this. Next set of option is the transparency. So I can adjust my transparency here. I can adjust the transparency of this entire layer, so you can able to see the difference. Going to set to 50%, and let me set to 15%. So this is a try. In this way, you can set the transparency level. And in case if you want to independently show the color of your to adjust the transparency of the outline width as well as the solid fill, so we have to navigate back to the style options here. So let me navigate to the style options, and in that I'm going to select this option, and I'm going to click this option. So you can independently adjust the transparency of your outline width here. So for example, I'm going to adjust the transparency here back to 0, and you can adjust the transparency to up to 100. So you can able to see the difference here. All the outline got completely transparent, so it is not visible. So I'm gonna make the transparency back to 12%. Similarly, you can also adjust the transparency of the solid fill here. So for example, you can reduce it, and you can also increase its transparency. So I'm gonna click done here. So next we're going to select a style based on the field here. So for that, we're going to select the first option called choose an attribute. So I'm going to select choose which field do you want to map. So I'm going to select field, and in that I'm going to select this particular option called a land, or I can select a water. So a water represents area of water. So once you selected area of water, I'm going to click add. So it's loading the style here. So for example, we've picked this particular one. So let me get back and change some effects here. So we're going to turn off this bloom effect. Now it is more clear. The map is kind of more visible. So now let me get back to the option called style. So now you can change the style options here. So we're going to click this option called style options. And currently it is theme is high to low. So you can also select a desired choice above and below. So this is the above and below style options. And next theme is it's going to be extreme values. So these are the extreme values, and let me select back to the normal, high to low. And next set of options, you can symbol styles here. You can click this option, and you can select the desired color of your choice. So for example, if you selected this particular one currently by default, so you can select, for example, this particular one, and you can able to see the color changes here. It's kind of this color is kind of good, and you can adjust the transparency according to your choice, and also you can choose the outline color of your choice. For example, it's currently set to this particular default color. I'm gonna click done here, and you can select the outline transparency and also the outline width. So let me close this, and the next set of options we have generate style range. So you can select generate style with ranges here. So currently it's set to based on the whole layer. And last is you can classify data. So I'm gonna click this option. So when you turn this on, you can select a desired method of classification. So currently it's set to a natural break. You can select a different options like equal interval, standard deviation, quantile, and manual breaks. And also you can select the number of classes here. So currently I set the number of classes to 0. That is number of classes to 4 here. You can also increase your class here. For example, I've increased to 5 here. So you can also increase to up to 7. So it is according to your choice. So now I've increased my classes to up to 7. You can able to see that. And I've already explained about this particular option, transparency by attribute. So I'm going to click done here. And once you're done your symbology here, so next we're going to click done here. So you can able to see here so these are the different symbology options that is available here. So you can go through this different symbology options. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to label in ArcGIS Online. So thanks for watching, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel and give us a like.